Breaking news, 5 past dancers and a banana has accused the once body-positive singer Lizzo of having a vile work environment and actual harassment. Look, there's the banana now! Sir, can you give me a statement?
Oh my god, haven't I been through enough?
They can never make me hate you, Lizzo. You're my body-positive queen. You made me feel beautiful in my body. In other Lizzo news, the singer has also lost about 100 pounds.
Intentionally.
I am actually on an intentional weight loss journey right now.
Burn, burn, burn. You make my stomach turn. Lizzo lost the weight. She left us here on the couch.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where we talk about whatever I see on the internet, and today I see that Lizzo is losing a significant amount of weight, like a huge chunk, but also she's losing her mind and followers as she pops off on people with her recent comeback after all the controversy. As I was scrolling through social media, I landed on Lizzo, and even though we have our opinions about Lizzo, I did see her and instantly say, wow, she is looking fantastic. She looks like she is working extremely hard and she is losing weight, and a lot of it. The second thing I said when I saw that was, I guess it's not genetics like you said, Lizzo, and everyone that follows her. In fact, she recently said that she got to her goal weight, and people have a lot of opinions about it.
Body positive queen Lizzo, she's losing weight.
Like, I feel like a lot of the US need to just start losing weight. People are really upset with Lizzo. I believe that it is jealousy.
Lizzo is a prime example. Like, you were big. I think you kind of come off like, oh, I'm so body positive in my fatness. When I come to the games, I'm gonna have my butt cheeks exposed in front of these little kids. I'm always gonna wear something that exposes and shows my, bigger body, and nobody better not say nothing about it. I feel like she tried to hide her insecurity.
First and foremost, I believe Lizzo is allowed to evolve. She's allowed to change. If she woke up tomorrow morning and said that she was all of a sudden Muslim, then she's Muslim.
I feel like Lizzo owes Young Miami an apology.
Lizzo has been a topic of discussion for years. She was an icon for many plus-size people because, well, we don't see many obese people, or at least obese singers, in mainstream media. I think the most obese people that we saw when it comes to performances was like fat rappers, Fat Joe. I don't think he's fat anymore. Biggie Smalls, he's dead. Dave Blunt.
My fans are going to hold me up as I dive into the crowd.
Be for real. BFF, be fucking real.
The guy who raps with an oxygen tank. So that's, the guys who want fat representation. There you go. What's better than a guy that's obese that's rapping with an oxygen tank? Yep, anything's possible in the US of A.
I just be laughing my way to the bank.
Anyway, what I'm getting at is, obviously, most performers do not look like Lizzo, so she was just the princess, no, the queen of body positivity.
Big girls have always had value, but I don't think society has seen the value in bigger bodies. I can lead an example for a younger person. Just remember that you are. Remember that you are it.
Actually, she became pretty much the icon of body positivity, something that fat liberationists would praise a lot and use as an example as, see, fat people don't just sit down and eat all day. Her name is Lizzo Be Eatin'.
Let's try some snacks in Bali.
Anyway, for years people would praise Lizzo hard for her body size and her breaking through the norms. And then on the other side, people would also critique her hard for her body size because many people were saying that it's very unhealthy and she's obese.
Lizzo, the f you doing on stage? Go to the gym.
Pretty much Lizzo's body was the talk of most of the town. And when people would critique her size, she would say for years that this is just how her body looks, and she got tired of people telling her to lose weight. This is what my body looks like, even when I'm eating super clean and working out. Y'all speak on shit y'all know nothing about, and I'm starting to get heated. And I agree that people on the internet be coming up with some of the stupidest shit. Never you though. You never do that, ever. My audience is perfect. except for the ones that disagree with me. But I also side-eyed this specific tweet from Lizzo because she gave many people who are not educated on weight another excuse, probably the best excuse they could ever come up with. The prime excuse that fat acceptance people and body positive groups just love to say that it's just genetics. And somehow all the PCOS girlies came out the woodwork saying, yeah, it's impossible for us to lose weight. Being a fat phobic mother who gives you a genetic disease that causes weight gain. And then they danced around for about 3 seconds to Lady Gaga. Because baby, they were born this way, and Lizzo just validated that. Yeah, editing Michelle can hear you saying it in the comments section.
You don't understand. You don't have PCOS.
I have PCOS, endometriosis, and it was a to even move because I was in pain for 2 weeks out of the month. And don't get me started on how much it was a bitch to try to lose weight. It's very hard, but that doesn't mean it's impossible. There was a time where they would always use, what was that saying that they would always say? Yes, that one. If we all ate the same meals and did the same workouts, we would still all have different body type.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
No genetics, yeah, but they made it seem that Lizzo eats so healthy.
I got the bacon, egg, and cheese.
And she works out so much that she is just defying the laws of thermodynamics. And so is everyone else that watches her. But for some reason on her platform that's called Lizzo Be Eaten, she's always eating.
And I'm about to tear this up.
So you're just gonna make that tweet and sit there just peachy keen and eat a whole bowl of Frito corn chips.
But every single day that you don't send me a plate.
I just get a little triggered and, you know, in disbelief when y'all looked at people in the face and said, that's just the way my body is. To me, if you want to overeat, just overeat. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. That looks bomb to me. I come from a family of fats and I and them would eat this up. But Lizzo and her underlings made it sound like if she ate, you know, like my 1,500 calories a day, ran 5 miles 3 times a week and weight lifted for about 1.5 to 2 hours, then Lizzo's booty cheeks would still be able to swallow me whole. She is just set in stone there. God or whoever you believe in said, this is how it is. And that's it. But that is all they needed. Lizzo said it, and so it was the truth. Many people looked at Lizzo as healthy because she can move, unlike many obese people that we see in this industry group movement. Usually they can't move. A lot of them don't move all that well. And since Lizzo wasn't immobile like the people we see on My 600 Pound Life, they thought that this is just how her body is because of genetics.
I'm about to drive an hour to eat pots and walk. Oh my gosh, my big ass can't wait. Look at how much.
But most importantly, they thought that Lizzo was a gem that made them feel good because she has a big stomach that she's absolutely in love with.
Have you shown yourself some love today?
Which means they now can love their big stomach so much too. Here's a reminder, having a big stomach is okay. Lizzo inspired me as always.
And they told me I don't need to worry.
She was the queen. She was inspirational. She was helping people get that confidence.
This girl, who's a big girl herself, can sit here and sing these songs about how she loves herself and loves her body. And so if she can do that, I can have enough confidence to wear this right now.
She gave the fat people on TikTok hope. And Lizzo seemed like a very bubbly, happy, and bouncy person. And though she seemed to be getting a lot of praise, rising to the top of the music industry and helping people feel more confident in their skin, there was a lot of negativity. And the negativity seemed to be pissing her off. Especially the comments that said that her whole brand was being obese. Also, to the people who haven't had an original thought or fresh air in years, talking to you basement dwellers, being fat isn't my brand. She has a whole show called Watch Out for the Big Girls.
Watch out for the big girl. Watch out for the big girl.
She was always making tweets about her body. I think I have a really hot body. I'm a body icon. She related herself to Kim Kardashian, which we all kind of just think about her body. She's wearing a leotard that says the body on it. Her username is Lizzo Be Eaten and she always be eaten. I'm just saying, act like being fat isn't part of your brand when you got all of this going on. A little weird.
I'm a thick bitch, I need tempo.
Anyway, no matter what side you're on, there is no doubt that she used her body to her advantage. And that helped her garner many fans, win so many awards, be in movies, voice act. She was on top of the world only to crash down when a few dancers came out and said, she's actually not that body positive, she is actually fat phobic, and she is a predator.
Immediately, that would be so many HR
violations, nobody speaks up because they're so scared for their jobs.
Very swiftly, a lot faster than I thought would happen, the internet declared Lizzo canceled.
Lizzo got canceled. What? Yeah, it's like being full on canceled. Why? She's being canceled for being fat phobic.
Dude, after all of the allegations and lawsuits came out, she really fell off. Like, do y'all remember her at the height of her fame?
Lizzo is being sued for alleged weight shaming and other horrible things.
And she fell hard. She disappeared from the internet for a while, only to come back looking skinnier. The most opposite thing of what you should have done. You should have came back fatter. It might have given you a chance.
I am still a big bitch. Also, can we put to rest that I am skinny? I'm not skinny.
I'm not skinny, can't you see? Please continue to follow me. I want everything to be the same.
Along with weight loss, Lizzo came back to tell everyone, just so you guys know, the lawsuit was actually thrown out by a judge. Those dancers were crazy.
Which means a judge saw this, and in the court of law, he looked at the evidence and said, okay, we can't allow this to go through because the evidence was evidencing against the claims.
Yeah.
So it is a big victory.
But then we found out that she kind of stretched the truth a little too much and it was a lie. And she was being super manipulative to the audience watching in her video, and we did a video on that right here and also links below if you want more into that. But that's what a lot of her fans needed. They didn't need anything else. They said, I knew it. I knew my body positive queen was amazing and she would never do such hard acts with a banana. So now everything's wonderful in Lizzo's world. The case was dropped, and so was some of her fat. Fat acceptance, biggest nemesis. Part of Lizzo's comeback was a new body, and recently she would do everything that many of the top body positive influencers have denounced as fat phobic many times. One of those things is intentional weight loss.
Y'all, I saw a video on my For You page the other day, and it was this girl talking about how losing weight intentionally is fat phobic, and it just made me realize, holy shit, people in this generation have way too much time on their hands.
Like, intentional weight loss is not a body positive act.
The second thing is calories and talking about them openly. And the biggest kicker for me when Lizzo opened her mouth about this is that she is talking about BMI. The BMI chart, the thing that this group has said is racist and obsolete in these days.
If you haven't watched my video about how terrible the BMI is, pause this and go do that.
No, thanks.
And the funniest thing is that I feel like Lizzo's kind of rubbing it in everyone's face that she did lose weight.
I did it. Told y'all I was gonna bump like this.
Honestly, I would be doing all of that.
Kick up your feet for a Michelle story time.
I remember when I was struggling to lose weight and some trainer waltzed up to me and said I was overworking, and I told him, well, I want to lose weight, so I need to put in the work. And he said, yeah, but you're kind of doing a lot, which means that's just the way your body's meant to be. Like that, right now. You can't change. I don't know if he was oddly hitting on me, trying to make me feel insecure, or challenging me, but I took it as the third one, and honey, that set me off. Amplified the shit out of me. I lost weight, I won a few titles and when it came to bodybuilding, and years later, he ended up seeing me again at the gym and he said, wow, you look great. And I said, you. Do you remember on October 13th, 2012, you said that I would just look like that in the LA Fitness aerobic room? And he said, oh yeah, I was wrong. I was heated and I wanted something else. I wanted to fight with him. But he took the chances of me dancing around like Lizzo did because he just said he was wrong. No, I wanted you to come up with some excuse so I could say you're dumb and you're wrong and you're stupid. And look at me, I have a plastic trophy now to prove that I have a really great body. The thing about Lizzo though is that many people told her that she could lose weight if she just ate less than a bowl of Frito corn chips. She has all the resources, she already works out, she can afford a private chef. So I don't know whose face she's rubbing that achievement in because I always believed her. I mean, look at these pictures. She looks amazing.
Yeah, but I bet she's taking Ozempic.
Pearl, why are you still on my desk? We finished your segment for your video.
I just want to tell everyone of the sponsor of today's video, me. I have a new semi-animated sitcom coming to the Miniverse, and I would love for you guys to watch me and my most popular podcast, Pick Me Pearly.
Okay, Pearl, they get the idea. I'll finish it off for you. If you guys like the skits that I do at the beginning of these videos, check out Michelle's Miniverse, where there is a miniature, me, and many other celebrities, YouTubers, and characters that you will recognize. Links below in the comment section. And now that Lizzo is losing weight, now that I think about it, I might be able to actually get or make a Lizzo doll and add that to my mini world. Because even though Barbie says that you can be anything, you can't be fat in their world. I'm the only fat doll in this world because of Barbie's fat phobia. Anyway, so we have always said that Lizzo could lose weight, right? Like, we knew it. It's calories in, calories out, and sticking to that for a long amount of time so that your body can lose the weight. And look at that, that's literally what she's doing. Turns out, calories do exist. But now many people in the comment sections are saying, oh, so she's not body positive anymore? And Lizzo actually addressed that.
I think people don't know what body positivity is.
I agree, and I told you guys many a times that I'm trying to get out of the I told you so, but I've been saying that. The people in the body positive community can't even define what body positive is most of the time.
Why do I call myself body positive when in reality it has nothing to do with my body?
Or at least they can't stay consistent as a group. It's pretty much like the people who like to say everything's woke now, but then they can't define what woke is.
Okay, because the body positivity movement was very political.
Yeah.
And it got taken and kind of like commercialized.
Well, you helped with that, right? If she didn't want to be part of the movement, she didn't have to make songs about accepting your fat body.
So like, they're like, oh, she's not body positive anymore. I'm not fat anymore. But like, I'm still body positive because the body positive movement was actually created by a subgroup of people who were not put in the media.
I agree with most of this. She said it was made by fat black people and trans people and gay people, LGBT, all that. I thought that the body positivity, group was created originally for people who got their legs blown off in war, burned in the fire that was set by their creepy ex-boyfriend that doesn't want them to have anyone else, and now they're deformed for the rest of their life. I'm not really sure. I want to make a deeper dive video into this, but I just haven't been motivated to do that. So I'm not going to even go deep into that right now. What I would like to say though is that it is okay to have a movement open up and evolve and include more. I just don't like obesity getting put on the same platform as someone who lost a leg in a car accident or some other kind of freak accident.
Who were not praised, who were told we shouldn't exist and we weren't good enough because our bodies were bigger or disabled, or even like queer and trans people. Like, we were all a part of this, like, first, I don't even know what wave of body positivity we're a part of, because I think it's been happening for many decades. But the most recent wave, like the 2016 era, it was about me, like, bucking against society telling me I shouldn't exist, I shouldn't wear leotards, and I shouldn't like how I look.
Right.
See, if she made it clear back in the day when I was criticizing her, instead of saying I'm healthy at this size and I can't lose weight even though I eat healthy and work out and my username's Lizzo Be Eatin'. I would have absolutely nothing to say. I would be on her side, actually. I don't personally like obesity or anorexia, but I am totally for people looking the way that they want to look. Who the hell am I to tell someone that they should not look however they look? It's not a crime, and I cannot stand people that tell people what they should do with their looks or their body. Another critique is that people are saying, oh look, Lizzo has always hated herself because now she's shaking her butt cheeks. She's dancing on TikTok. She's showing off her body.
You have the big girls that are saying that she's betrayed them, that why would you become an advocate for the plus size community and now you don't even want to be plus size? And then you have the people who feel as though she's always wanted to be skinny. It was all a gimmick to begin with.
Lizzo has always been showing off her butt cheeks. I don't know how many times I would make a video and I'd go to her TikTok and there's just butt in my face. She's always taking pictures. She's always been like that, but I do, at least in my head and in my opinion, I think that she has a sense of pride in her pictures now, or even in just a lot of her interviews that I'm seeing, she seems that she just has this pride, and in my head it's because, well, she should. She works for this body. It takes a lot of work to lose weight. Being obese takes food, and a lot of it. And you cannot throw out the fact that Lizzo would always be eaten. But she also addressed the comments that people are like, oh, you're glowing now.
I just want to say you're looking good as hell. Thank you. I've been,
Yeah, I've been glowing. I've been glowing.
Something that I mentioned before that is interesting, and I still think it's very interesting because I thought there would be more, is that when Adele and Rebel Wilson said they were going to lose weight, they got so much hate, it was viral. And many people were so angry.
Rebel Wilson has been ironically accused of being fat phobic.
And now the queen, Lizzo, like hands down, the queen of body positivity herself, losing weight intentionally, talking about calories, and even the evil BMI, saying that she intentionally wanted to lose weight.
But I think I just intentionally was like, you know what, it's time to release some weight. And I did. And I'm doing it.
And I still have not seen any of the top fat acceptance people who denounced and said Rebel and Adele turned their backs on fat acceptance say nothing about Lizzo. I am like in awe of this. You know, no fat fab feminist, no Marissa Matthews, like none of them. Just silent. I have only seen positivity, and I know a lot of you guys like to see people crashing out. Since I spend so much time on the internet, I feel like seeing some positivity is very refreshing.
Lizzo has been losing weight, and she posted a photo or video of her weight loss. You should love yourself and anybody that you have. And when you start to love yourself, you start to learn that maybe being fat isn't the healthiest.
Totally. Lizzo is a huge influence, and though she seems to influence people to be eaten like her, she's also now motivating people to lose weight. This guy's dancing around, told himself if he loses 30 pounds, he gets to go to a Lizzo concert. There are comments on comments on comments who now see that Lizzo, the fat icon that could not lose weight because of genetics, count some calories and do some movement and go for a walk, doing it too. The motivation is real. I love me some her. If you're feeling discouraged on your weight loss journey, let me remind you. Like I said, you can say whatever you want about Lizzo, but when it comes to the weight loss factor and the weight gain factor, she can really influence people to better their lives or worsen them. And she's doing it, and right now it's making people better. In this specific clip, she's literally just told people she has only gotten a minimum amount of steps and she's just gonna go for a walk.
I just flew all over the world in the last like 3 weeks, and I've been very, very active. And today is like my first official like day back home for real. And I've been getting like 17,000 steps a day. And right now I have a whopping total of 1,300 steps. 1,300 steps! So let's go outside and let's get some steps.
And many people stitched this and said, I didn't have money for a gym, but Lizzo influenced me to walk. Walking is free. For some reason, I say that, people say I have privilege, but you know, Lizzo says it and they take it seriously, so.
You know, I mean, the first money with washboard glutes.
Whatever gets people moving more.
And before y'all say, oh, she got access to more stuff, bitch. When I lost my 50 to 60 pounds, I didn't even have access to a gym. It was just me against myself and then music. And once I figured out most people just eat food for the taste and the feeling, oh, I cut all that shit out. Hell, I just lost 20 by doing something simple. Because it's a psychological process. It's 90% mental.
Many people are saying Lizzo is not body positive anymore, but from what I've seen, because I've made video about her in the past, she is very much still promotes the same stuff that she promoted before. She's still making posts about her tummy, her rolls, and telling her audience to just hug yourself. She's still talking about fat phobia on TikTok as well.
There's something I want to talk about that I don't think is getting talked about nearly enough, and that is the sudden resurgence of fat phobia on this app.
And yes, Lizzo still be eating. Literally, she be eating these noodles loudly. But she's also talking about calories, weight loss, working out, and being stronger.
I am actually on an intentional weight loss journey right now.
Now, did she mean the things that she said before? Was she actually super insecure being bigger and actually love her body like she said? I don't know. I'm not Lizzo. It really doesn't even matter to me. Not sure why people are fighting about that. What are you gonna do? Input yourself into Lizzo's brain and really get the truth? Honestly, what I find pretty funny is that she helped build up fat acceptance only to demolish their whole theory by intentionally losing weight and counting calories. And it seems that the girlies are speechless. Unfortunately though, the weight loss is not helping her music career at all. Lizzo's comeback has been nothing less than brutal.
It's my flop, era can't deny. A dream that flopped and waved goodbye.
Many of Lizzo's songs before the controversies usually and easily hit the top of the Billboard's charts. Everyone would be dancing to them, having a great body positive time. And for a while now, Lizzo has been mentioning that during her time off the internet, that people thought that she was crying, hiding in the corner, but she was actually in the studio working on a great album. And it was finally time to have a new, fresh Lizzo song. You don't need him, you need this banger bitch. Pow! Wow! Song of the summer is here. Still Bad, out now. As someone who is a I don't need a man type woman, I'm not gonna die without someone. Don't worry, the sprinkles of men that get upset when I say that. I don't need a man. Garrett knows how I am from the first time he met me. I don't need a relationship. I want one, and he's happy that I actually choose him rather than force myself to stay with him, because that's weird. I think it's super funny that she's saying, you don't need a man, but you do need this album. You don't need either. The song will not save your life. I listened to it. I didn't feel like more alive. And unfortunately for Lizzo, it looks like people really didn't need it. Still Bad peaked at 43 on the US airplay charts and not even on the Billboard Chart 100 yet. And I thought, well, maybe it just needs more time. But Billboard 100 gets updated every week. And Still Bad has been out since the 13th of March. So even though Lizzo looks great in the video, people have a lot of critique about it. Pretty much they're saying it's elevator, like grocery store style music, and that the song doesn't match the imagery in the music video. And I have to say,
Lizzo's been trying to make a major comeback as of recent. Both the songs she's released so far have made barely any noise. And truly, it's not shocking anyone, honestly. Corporate pop is out, babes. If you didn't know, Lizzo dropped 2 new songs recently. I wish I could tell you what they're called. I listened to them, and you know, she's trying to experiment with a little bit more rockier production. And I think that's cool that she's trying to, you know, differentiate a little bit. But no, the millennial hope core Forever 21 sounds also still there. So you can't really try being Prince while also trying to be Meghan Trainor at the same time, because like, you know, that's just not how it works.
I agree with the people. If I turned this song down and just watched it, I would think that there was gonna be an eerie, dark, more horror type beat going on. I mean, the room is all wet. She's in the middle of the forest kind of screaming. There's flames in the back of her, you know, cars blowing up. She's punching the screen. I should be emotional. I should be pissed. I should be rethinking my relationship and standing up and saying, I don't need him. I don't need no man, not even Garrett. But instead, I kind of want to do this. Okay, you don't see it, but my hair's like really flowing. Like I just wanna like bounce around a lot. I'm not wearing a bra, so. Editor Jasmine, edit out what you need. And if you did see something, you're welcome for the show. I mean, I'm not even twerking during the song. I'm not saying it's something that I wouldn't listen to. I like bouncy music, but the song really doesn't fit the imagery. It's just the whole vibe is kind of like, it's like, this is the song, this is the imagery, and they're like going like this. They can't, it's not coming together. And so the comments started rolling in. The emotions don't ring true and it's overproduced. I feel like being a soccer mom and going to the gym with this type of music. White woman music. Okay, wow. Now I'm thinking about when I'm bouncing around and people taking away my black card for like the 4th time this year. Many people were saying that all of her songs just sound exactly the same, as she didn't evolve from her comeback, and others were extremely angry that she claimed that this was the song of the summer and it's only spring. You cannot claim song of the summer like that. First, it needs to be good. Second, it needs to be summer. Third, it's decided by the public, you delulu bitch. Jesus. Song of your mama, because no one is listening to this. I mean, some people are. So after most of the comments were generally not that great, Lizzo started popping it off on Twitter to defend her self-proclaimed summer anthem.
There's been so many times where I've seen Lizzo tweet and I just thought to myself, girl, please log off. Actually wild that Lizzo was crashing out like over a day straight because some girl responded to her video saying, this brand of optimism doesn't work for me post-COVID and second term Trump America.
Saying my brand of optimism doesn't work in post-COVID world is a lazy take. As if I didn't release About Damn Time post-pandemic. Ooh, that's the song that I like. I'm really bad at naming songs, but that's the song. I like that one better than the weird devil grocery store music. As if I didn't write About Damn Time to be post-lockdown anthem to inspire us to get outside and together again. And was successful, by the way. Some people saying my music is too optimistic would have been real mad in the 60s at James Brown and Motown. Okay, well, aren't they on like a different level, right? Still Bad is a breakup song with the world. It literally starts with me saying I'm about to throw my phone away. It's a call to action for the negativity we experience on our phones and how we need to disengage and recenter. The girls that get it, get it. You know, that was one thing I got from the video that I did like, because like being on social media all the time and then growing up without social media, sometimes you want to go back to like, wow, I'm not always holding your phone.
I'm about to throw my phone away.
And my New Year's resolution was to not be so connected to my phone, so I literally have to throw my phone across the room and put it in a drawer so I don't look at it. So, you know, I got it. In the music video, I'm literally taking my power back from the birds' tweets that tried to keep me down with negativity. I didn't get that part. I think seeing and hearing a black woman make real music with radical joy triggers miserable people. But I follow in the footsteps of Janet, of Funkadelic, of Earth, Wind, and Fire. Nobody's doing it like me or us, and I stand on that. Doing it for me. I feel great about it. Not the endless amounts of cash and trips, mansions, and resources that she gets from this. Doing it all for mama here. Imagine listening to Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud, and saying it's too optimistic. Imagine listening to Hey Ya and saying it's too poppy. What Andre say? Y'all don't want to listen, you just want to hate. I mean, to her song. That's what people are saying. Back when those songs came out, they were very much of the times and people felt really strongly about it and liked the people singing it. Lizzo came back kind of unlikable, a lot skinnier, that was completely different from what she used to be, and talking about calories. All right, I'm going through a lot of tweets. They're all kind of long, they're all going everywhere, and there's a lot. So let me just read the final tweet. God put me here to share my story, and that story is how a fat black woman wins. Yes! And then she walked off into the distance while people were saying, girl, what the hell was that, Lizzo? Girl, put your phone away. Don't walk away with your phone. Leave your phone here so people will stop talking. Okay, she's gone. So I'm not too sure if Lizzo is still going on about how people are not enjoying her song as much as she thought that it would on TikTok or Twitter. I mean, X. But I do think that the comments really bother her, and I get it. You know, you could come out with something that is your art and people are like, what the fuck is this? This sucks. It can be hurtful, but sometimes I also think, just like I used to say, sometimes you gotta put the bowl of Frito corn chips down. You gotta put the phone down and just let it be. And we will see once this lawsuit takes place, who will be lying. Right now, she's being a little manipulative for me. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you like the doll skits, check it out on my new channel, Michelle's Miniverse, where you can enter my mini world. And you know the drill. Come here, bring that forehead here. Bye.
Say in love your body how you are, but she was removed